All right, welcome back for game two of LDD versus OOF. We're gonna switch sides here with LDD gonna be on red side, and then OOF is gonna take over on the blue side here. So we do get ready for picking bands here. I do want to go over the MVP results. Looks like we only have 4 votes. So maybe we'll wait a couple minutes here.
I
Um,
don't know. I think at this point, I mean, I guess there's only 4 people voting. There's people voting. Um,
okay, so we'll give it a couple minutes, but right now this is Lugo is your game one MVP. As we do see picking bans going off here, so Sivir's going to be the first ban from OOF. I guess that Sivir mid caught them by surprise.
it's also a great flex option. So if they wanted to change up right into the bot lane, it's just a good idea for Oof to ban it so that nobody in LED gets it.
Yes, it's very true.
It
'Cause obviously, Sivir is an AD carry.
an interesting ban from of Leona, I guess, because the Biscuit Hat, who was being subbed for by Hey Listen, is back for game two, and that must be a favorite of Biscuit Hat's.
Yeah, the Leona. I mean, Leona's just a strong champion as well. Um,
That's true.
but it is funny to see Morgana banned with. Well, actually, not really. Actually, that makes sense. Because
Right.
Morgana is a pretty big champion for the PMALs, yes. So to see Morgana banned on the red side is pretty typical.
Also, it's a favorite of Violet Cat, so um,
Correct.
they want to make sure that she doesn't get it.
Um, we do see Violet Susuke also has Malzahar in the back pocket, as well as the Cho'Gath, so neither of those are banned. Um,
There is a ban from of Zerath, which is what Violet Cat has been playing a bit of recently. But a first pick on the Kled on the side of Oof, it looks like, I would do too because it was really strong on Rafal in game one.
yeah, that would be a takeaway ban from LDD with the Kled here. So we do see Kled gonna be headed into the top lane. Um, for the side of Oof here. So Necro guys can be taking over that pick. As Necro guy is a pretty big Renekton player, so we do see the Renekton band. So just to go over the bands again, we have Sivir, Leona, and Echo coming in on the side of Oof, and then Renekton, Morgana, and Xerath coming in on the side of LDD, with first pick Kled coming in for Oof, and we do see Alistar picked up here for LDD. So we'll see if they want to round out that bot lane here. This is the first couple picks here. Um, who do you think? Do you see we can see from the side of Oof coming out soon after we get this pick here from LTD?
I believe that Violet Cat could pick Ari, could pick Malzahar. I think those are ones that, if correctly, that Violet Cat likes to play. I'm not sure about the other players because I have not done a lot of studying of them. Jarvan pick on the side of LDD. Jarvan is a really strong jungler right now. Um,
It's one of Labyrinth's favorite champions as well. He's quite a few games on Jarvan this season.
Especially with the Alistar pick, I think those two have great synergy. You have Rakan picked again on the side of Oof. I think it's a good pick because they really did make some good plays, even if it didn't work out for them at the end.
They also got rid of both the spell shields um, from the game. So, well, they got rid of Sivir, and then LDD decided to get rid of the Morgana. So there are no spell shields to block any of the CC that Rakan can bring to the table with his dash, his knockup, and the charm coming in from the alt.
If I
We'll
remember
see.
correct,
Yeah, go ahead.
if I remember correctly, and I could be Cho'Gath pick probably mid for Violet Cat if I had to take a guess.
Yeah, one of Violet Sociocat's like signature champion is the Cho'Gath. So I was a little surprised not to see that banned. I guess they don't want to see the poke of Xerath coming in. I think Cho'Gath's one of the stronger champions that she can play in the game. So we'll see. Tristana's going to round out the first round of picks and bans here. So it's going to be Tristana, Alistar, bot lane.
Tristana Alistar bot lane is a great combo because Alistar can really keep people off of Tristana, and the synergy between Alistar, Jarvan, and Tristana in the late game is pretty good.
Yeah, Tristana Alistar is very good. And then hopefully Tristana is able to play safe with the Alistar and the Jarvan. So we kind of want to see a little bit more peel for LDD. As Tristana is one of those champions that does take a little bit to get online, about mostly three items. We'll see how it goes. Is the second round ban is going to be 80 carries by LDD, so they're going to ban the Caitlyn coming in because Caitlyn's a pretty good counter to Tristana with the range. And then has pretty much as equal wave clear as Tristana does. And we do see the Malzahar coming in for the ban of Oof. So Malzahar is pretty good into Cho'Gath, I would assume, just because he can suppress and does a lot of damage with the Space Aids and his minions. So
A ban of Ashe on side of LDD, which is probably pretty good because she did get off some really great arrows.
yeah,
Um,
more CC for the side of Ashe.
yeah,
Do you see a
looks like they're
final ban
hovering.
of Alawi? I'm not sure if Rafal plays Alawi. I'm not sure
I'm
what
not
he's
sure
played this
either,
season.
but Alawi really loves having people in close, and Kled really loves getting in close. So I could see that being a viable ban just to keep um,
Yeah,
to not overpower Kled.
yeah. Rafal has not played any games of Alawi this season, so um, obviously there's some insider information there. As we do see that Kaisa picked up, so it's either a Kaisa mid or Tristana mid. This is Leo's gonna be pulling off this 80 carry mids, trying to make that meta happen again, coming in here into season 8.
And a misfortune in looks like they're hovering misfortune. Great synergy with Rakan. Rakan can knock him up, which gives misfortune the freedom to pop that ultimate.
Yeah, the charm to put them all together, knock them all up into a full ult of Misfortune is going to be pretty deadly for them. As we do see the Vi being hovered here, it should be a pretty good comp rounder for the side of Oof. So they're going to be taking that jungler away. So basically, the top end jungle for the side of LDD is now over on the side of Oof, with the Vi and the Kled coming in there. So we do see on the side of LDD, Kaisa,
Looks
um,
like it's going to be,
Azir, Kaisa top, Azir mid.
or vice versa.
True. It's very interesting.
I
There,
could see. Oh man, I can really see both going against Shogath. Oh man, are, are we allowed to talk about their chat?
what are we doing? All right, GG, well played. So we do see the champ select completed here. So with the Kaisa and Azir being picked up as the last two champs for LDD, we're not really sure where both of those are gonna go. I would assume Azir's gonna go mid and Kaisa top.
It's just business.
This is
But it,
Lugo.
it really could be either direction.
It it really could. Rafal has played a game of Nico this season, and Karma. I'm not sure if those were on support or not, but
I mean, it could also be a Tristana top question mark maybe.
well, we're gonna have a couple minutes here to figure it out. So, just to go over the lineup one more time, we do have LDD on the side of red side this game. So we do have Rafal in the top lane, Labyrinth in the jungle. This is Lugo mid, JJ Bell in the bot lane, and then Biscuit Hat is now in the game for
I must not fall.
as the starter for LDD as support this game. So we did have a sub game one. On the blue side, we have Oof coming in with
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Jumpers. Jumpers is in the top lane, right? Jumpers. Yes.
I think so.
No, Jumpers is the bot lane. They're not in order. Necro guy is in the top lane for Big Oof. We do have Mudkips coming in the mid lane. do have.
Mudkip's did Mudkip's
Wait, I'm
jungle last game?
so confused now. I'm confusing myself.
You
Mudkips
know what?
is a jungler because normally they have Elucida, who is not here tonight. That's why they have Violet Sociocat in the mid lane. So we have jumpers. We have Necro Guy in the top lane. Mudkips is going to be the jungler. Purple Psycho Dog, which is showing up again. Purple Psycho Dog or Violet Sociocat, which will be in game. In the mid lane, and then jumpers, LDD carry, and it's your boy in the bot lane of support. So coming in for the blue side.
You know, I will say that looking at the picks from LDD, if there's one thing you can say, it is completely unpredictable. And Violet Cat is well known as being a fantastic shot caller in this league. And I can see, just for the sake of being unpredictable and not allowing Allie to do her usual thing. I mean, Violet Cat to do her usual thing. That is killing me. It could be a really successful strategy on the side of it.
Yeah, so right now we do have Rafal on the Tristana. Obviously they have a little time to swap here.
Take a good look. It's the
But
last you'll
if
get.
it is a Tristana top, it's gonna be a Tristana versus a Kled top, which I personally have never seen that matchup. Um,
Neither have I. But I'll say this much: Rafal really knows Kled, and so if anyone is in position to do something weird versus a Kled, I would say Rafal is the one to do it.
right, Rafal, one of the better players in the league, as far as solo, as Rafal is one of the better players in the league, as Rafal is one of those higher ranked elos as far as solo queue goes. So right now, Rafal does have that Tristana. JJ Bell will be picking Kaisa here. And Biscuit Hat's going to be picking up that Alistar at the end. On the side of Oof, Rakan's coming in for It's Your Boy. And the Necro guy should be picking Kled up here. So as far as these team comp goes, it does look like the bot lane's very, the side of Oof is very like attack. They're ready to go. Misfortune, one of the better early damage AD carries with their Q, and the ricochet coming off of the Q from a minion onto another champion or from champion over to champion. But we do have a lot of CC coming in for the side of LDD with the Alistar, and the knock up from Jarvan as well, and then the
You
ult coming in for Zir.
you also have a lot of zoning control on the side of between the Jarvan ultimate, the Tristana jump, the Alistar knockback, and the Azir ultimate. They can basically push and pull and knock up people all over the place, which is going to cause it would be really easy to get some easy one picks, just knocking them into the team and getting them one at a time.
Yeah, so we did see the switch from Rafal and this is Lugo. So Rafal's gonna be taking that Azir top lane, and Tristana does have teleport. So I'm not sure if they're gonna switch lane swap there with Tristana going top and Azir going mid, or if Azir's gonna actually be going top and Tristana's gonna be going mid. But we do see Tristana carrying the teleport right now, so there might be a copy lane, mid lane. I'm not sure. I
Who
guess we'll have to
knows?
wait till we get into the game. So as far as prediction goes, who do you think is gonna win this game?
I just have to say that I think that LDD had such a strong showing, and in game one, and they're doing a fabulous job of bamboozling the person who's probably the shot caller with Violet Cat. So I put my money on LDD to 2-0 them.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough. I really think this game's gonna be pretty close. A little closer than the first game, at the ending there. But the I feel like Oof might have a chance if they're able to pick off some of these squishier targets like a Zero Tristan and Kaisa on the side of LDD. So I'm gonna go with Oof here. I think with Violet Sociocat on one of her more comfortable champions being the Cho'Gath, and with the Misfortune and Rakan coming in for the bot lane. I think that's a better matchup for them. versus the Kai'Sa and the Alistar. So we'll see how it goes. We do see Azir taking the barrier, and then Kled is taking the Ignite top lane. So we will see how that goes. Because Kled's not going to be able to teleport into team fights here. He's going to have to either ult across the entire map or just basically split push here. So we'll see how they want to complete this.
I have a feeling the Azir top is going to be a lot of trouble for Kled. Azir's really going to be able to keep his distance with the soldiers versus Kled, and so it's going to be a lot harder for Kled to get his little rope thing off. What is that? Q?
I think I'm not sure, but I think it's a grapple.
Grapple, yeah. I'll look that up.
Um,
But it's gonna be a lot harder for Kled to get off. Yeah, it's his Q to get off his bear trap on a rope. So that might make things really easy for Azir because if Kled can't get that off, there's not a lot Kled can do really.
yeah, I mean, as a pretty big Azir player myself, Azir has a very comfortable range in which he can just sit back. And if he does get into trouble, he always has his dash out, which the combination of the EQ coming in can actually pretty much get you across the screen pretty safely. And then you also have your ult that can just knock people back away from you if you're trying to escape here. So as we do get into game here, what do you in Twitch chat think who's gonna win? Either LDD or Oof. We have myself saying I'm going with Oof, and then we have Ganwin saying over with the LDD.
You got to activate Windows, man.
Oh yeah, that's sitting there. I just upgraded
Is
some
that one of those
computer.
glitches? Is
No,
that one of those glitches?
I upgraded some computer parts, and I just never actually um, updated the. I never actually bought Windows, so shh. Here we go.
That actually was a glitch for a while.
Was it?
Oh yeah, I had it for a little bit. That's how I know about it. And I ended up having to wipe my drive and reinstall, which sucked.
Hmm.
But what you gonna do?
Yeah. So we do see a skin ace coming in for Oof. Gentleman Cho'Gath and Gengada's misfortune.
Let's talk about the Gentleman Cho'Gath for a second. That is clearly the best Cho'Gath skin, and there is no denying that at all.
Over the it's not project, it's oh, what is that skin line?
Oh, the star one, the dark star, whatever
No,
one.
not the Dark Star. It's not project, but it's like robot.
Oh, Hextech.
Does Hex No, it's not Hextech, not in the Cho'Gath. It's like the
Oh,
red. He has the boombox.
I don't. I have no idea,
Oh
man.
my gosh, I'm gonna have to look up that skin now.
I'm
Not really
pause 10.
sure. Oh yes, pause at 10. I'm at 22. All right,
Good
at
job.
10. Ready when you are.
All right, ready?
Yep.
And 1, 2, go.
And we're off. All right.
Gotta love that Alistar starting by knocking on some bells.
Yes, the
That's what every
cowbell.
game needs.
Always more
More cowbell.
cowbell.
That's right.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Right now, we can see that everyone has an even 500.
Sorry,
I don't know why I said that.
I have to
30
do an
seconds until
adjustment here.
minions spawn.
It does not look like they're gonna 5-man cheese this time around on the side of Oof. So both teams taking it pretty safe right now in their respective jungle groups. We have some shenanigans happening in the red jungle with the cowbell and Kaisa doing some stuff.
Some headbanging here.
Yeah. She's just really enjoying that cowbell. I mean, as we all do. As we all do.
So getting into this game, what do you think is going to be going on here early start?
I think that Oof is going to probably play a little more careful. Though you might see with Mudkips on the Vi a lot more ganks from Mudkips.
Yeah, so we do have a lane swap coming in here. This is going to be headed top, with
Interesting.
against the Kled.
They might think that Rafal is a better matchup for Violet Sociopath in general, as a player, as the champion, or otherwise.
Yeah, and we do see Tristana coming in with the what is that? Kleptomancy coming in. So right off
That's
the
a
bat, she got a sack of gold, so she's gonna be a little bit ahead there.
I think it's a good pick of a Tristana going into a Kled for Kleptomancy. That's going to provide a lot of extra gold to... Oh, we have a gank from Jarvan, but not much happening with it. Not Rafal anymore. It's... we have a skirmish going on the top lane between those two people. Kled!
This is Lugo is in the top lane now, so he's gonna be headed up against Necro Guy.
Yeah.
We did have a little bit of skirmish going on. You know, it is an AD carry versus a Kled. So we do see Gang coming in mid lane.
All right, and a little bit of damage on the Cho, but looks like Cho is going to escape.
Yeah, Labyrinth not able to land up the knock up there. For both of those gangs to
We might have a bit of a skirmish between the two junglers for that scuttle in the late, but it looks like Jarvan is just going to go ahead and back away from it. Oh, wait. Violet Sissy Cat coming in to help protect her jungler.
Yeah, Violet Sociocat moving up from the mid lane, but we still see them fight.
Oh, we have a steal from the side of Labyrinth. Great smite steal.
Smited too early from Mudkips there, just 8 health off. And then a smite from Labyrinth coming in to steal that Scuttle Crab. What crazy!
What a steal.
Yeah, 8 health is all that matters when it comes to smites. This is why I
That's
don't
right.
juggle.
This is also why I don't jungle.
So as we get here early, we do see
Oh, we have a
lead.
we have a knock up by Ali, but Alistar, but nothing happened from it. Just a little bit of trading.
Yeah, some trading going on. As I was saying, I think there was a creep score difference in mid lane, but it looks like it's evened out now. Just a couple CS out for Ali. As we do see top lane, Jarvan's gonna be headed in there. He was on a ward.
Oh, we have a Jarvan coming in with a flash. Oh, another flash, an ignite from the Kled. But it looks like the bomb from Tristana getting first. We have Ali on the bot lane going with a knock-up, but the Rakan manages to escape.
First blood coming in for this Lugo. Did spend the flash there to get that kill, and Rafal Necro Guy did use his ignite there, so he's gonna be a little hurting here now without any summoners top lane.
We have a knock-up on the side of Ali, and an ignite going off on Khan, but and a flash from Ali to get away from that misfortune.
Yeah, as we said, Misfortune is one of the better early AD carries as far as damage output can be. Just 0 items on her, and she's able to do more damage than the Kai'Sa coming in, as we see there in the bot lane. So it does look like Biscuit Hat ended up using a flash and ignite there, and this wave is going to be crashing.
Vi's coming in the mid lane, and he's coming in, but Rafal, it looks like he flashed away, or he zoomed or flashed away, I'm not really sure. Rafal, yeah, used the flash, just used...
Yeah, Rafal did flash there in the mid lane. But it looks like Vi did flash as well, so she does not have a flash either. Just to point out, we do have the first dragon. It's going to be Infernal. We'll see when that gets taken. As these teams have gotten some pretty good dragon RGN this games. So
That's right.
we'll see how this goes.
Last game, LDD got every single dragon. We'll see if Jarvan managed to do it again. It looks like Jarvan is going in on the scuttle in the mid lane, and Cho is pushed up all the way. Gets a knockoff on Rafal, but Rafal seems to be okay.
In the top lane,
Rafal
we
looks
do
like
have
he's
a
gonna be,
lot of skirmish going on. Oh, this is Lugo's
oh,
gonna have a lot of damage. Oh,
and
but Necro Guy
Necro
gets
Guy
the
is back,
remount.
and there's a Vi gank, and Vi gets the kill.
We do see a gank coming in the mid lane.
But the Violet Sociocat flashes away. Note this is also a gank from Ali coming up from the bot lane.
As you see, Azir is not going back, neither has Cho'Gath, so both of them are sitting in no items right now.
Thankfully, Cho'Gath does not have a flash, although we might have a flash ultimate there. So it looks like Rafal is going to back away, but meanwhile, Violet Sociocat is still pushing up on that tower, might get a plate.
We'll see what she wants to do there. So with the plate system coming in the season, it's one of those things that people still don't, or like people mid-range still don't understand. Like at this point, do you push in for a plate and then risk losing a plate yourself and the farm, or do you just push it in and then go back? It's still things that people are still learning as they this season with the plates.
I have to say I struggle with this option myself, but you know, I have found that a lot of times when I keep pushing for plates, that's when I get ganked. So you have to be careful. Make sure you have lots of vision.
Yeah, do you greed for the game or for the plate? That's the question of the season now. So.
But that's really, I mean, if you see in like your jungler's on the complete opposite side of the map, or your opponent's jungler is complete on the opposite side of the map, and you can do it safely, then you definitely push for plates.
Yeah, and those plates are pretty helpful when it comes to gold. You know, the 5 plates is what? 800
Absolutely.
gold plus the tower gold. So
It's a huge amount. If you can consistently get plates, we have a little bit of Rakan knock-up, and a gank from Jarvan, who gets the kill, or somebody gets the kill. Kaisa gets the kill.
Kaisa got the kill after the double knockup from Alistar and the knockup coming in from Labyrinth.
We have Misfortune still skirmishing with Kaisa, getting some good damage. Oh, we have Kled going in on, but the this is Lugo is going to escape.
Not able to get the pullback there with the Q coming in, so this is Lugo's able to play safe.
Ooh, Cho'Gath with a knockup on Rafal in the mid lane, but Rafal gets. Oh, we have Kaisa popping her ultimate, and then Vi does with the MF ultimate, and that is going to be a Jarvan kill on whoever Vi. Oh, we have a double knockup, one from one side with the other. But then we have a Kled ultimate in the top lane, and he kills. This is Lugo. Alistar is really low health, and it looks like yes, Misfortune is going to get that kill.
Misfortune getting a very good ultimate there, and unfortunately just doesn't have the full items to fully melt them down, but was able to chase down Labyrinth into the river as Rakan was able to back them up with that kill. We did see a kill go on the top side of Necro Guy soloing This is Lugo. Obviously it's a tank versus, or a semi-tank versus an AD carry, so we'll see how that lane plays out. You know, Necro Guy able to pick up a turret plate there.
If you look at his oh, we have a knockup from Ali in the bot lane. He's getting his, but then another knockup from Khan, and they are going to escape.
Lots of skirmishing, not enough time to talk about everything.
So that's right.
Sociocat got a plate mid, Necro Guy got a plate top.
She's also up by almost 30 CS, which is huge.
30 CS, and then the gold coming in is about 800 for...
And she just teleported back to mid lane, so she's going to keep putting up that pressure. It looks like you might be having a bot lane ganking the mid lane, but no, they're warding, and they're heading back.
We see This is Lugo picking up some huge amount of damage on the tower top lane. This is the AD carry versus...
That's going to make up for any deaths he just got by a lot.
As we see, the gold for This is Lugo is now going to be up. He's actually up almost 1,000 gold, which is surprising after those 2 deaths.
Well, that turret plating plus the amount of CS that he's up. I mean, it doesn't seem like much, but it can be a lot. We have a knockup from Ali and a silence, but Rafal does not die.
This is why Cho'Gath is always banned against Alice. She's just very good at this champion. It's one of her favorites. So we'll see if they're able to. That comfort pick's going to be able to lead into some sort of win here for the side of Oof.
We have Jarvan in the mid lane, and it looks like the side of LDD might be going for some Dragon. No, not quite. They might be going for Ali. We
Ali,
have
very
I have a gank in the mid lane from Alistar. Oh, but Shogath is going to flash away.
flash up again. Looks like Oof or LDD is just not being able to keep up with that cooldown of Ali's flash there.
Despite that, only a 500 gold difference between the two teams.
So we do see Dragon started up here.
We do see Dragon started up, and there might be a fight over it, but looks like they're going to run away. It's looking like Oof is going to steal this Dragon, but there is a there is the oh my god ults. I can't speak. It ends up being a 1 for 3, even though Oof gets the Infernal Drake. LDD gets 3 kills in the process.
Yeah, LDD picking up 3 kills there over the Dragon and a kill. They kind of decided to greed that a little bit and get a stack on for Ali. As we do see a potential dive here in the bot lane. No, they're gonna continuously push for the plates. 2
We got a
plates
couple
mid.
more.
Oh, Labby. Oh, Labby
Couple more
survives with 30 health. Oh.
It is a had a couple of turret plates picked up overall, and so now we have the lead switching sides and have a slightly about 2.5k gold lead and another turret plate from Rafal. But we have a knock-up and then another knock-up from and the kill probably with the ult from Violet Sociocats. Yes, that was the ult.
Munch, munch, munch. That ult coming in for Violet Sociocats just does a lot of damage, a lot of true damage over the champions, especially squishy champions like Azir.
Yep, and great gank on the from Rakan as well. We have Kled going in, igniting. This is Lugo, and it looks like this Lugo is going to escape.
This is Lugo survives with less than 50 health there.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Violet Sociocat is up by nearly 40 CS at this point.
40 CS and about 1100 gold coming in for that mid lane as well.
Yeah. At the same time, you have a nearly on the side of LDD of this is Lugo versus that Kled.
So we do see the Rift Herald picking up by Oof. As Necro Guy is dismounted right now, so we'll see if he's
We
able to
have
get it
some
from
action in the bot lane, an MF ult, but they are able to withstand the barrage. Kaisa returning fire, but nothing else is happening.
We do see Labby hanging around the bot lane. We'll see if they go for this dive here.
It looks like they're going for it. They're coming in with the Cataclysm. I remembered that one. It is Cataclysm, right? Am I crazy?
It is Cataclysm, as we did see
All
again
right.
top lane.
Yep, so it looks like they're going to trade tier 1 towers in the bot and top lane. That being said, it could be more than one tower, and we'll see what happens.
So the first tower does go over the side of LDD, but Oof has got the side of Rift Herald pushing in for them. We'll see if they're able to get the second tower as well. LDD is going to continue pushing. They're going to try and match this.
That's right. I think it's a really smart move because I don't know that they're going to get a lot out of. But Cho is there to kind of mess with them as well. And that is 2 towers down on the side of Oof. But there's Azir with the ultimate, another Vi ultimate. He's got that special tower thing, and Vi manages to escape.
Oof. Azir putting out his passive tower coming in there. I believe it's called a Rise. I believe that's what it's called.
Arise?
Oh, no, Shurima's Legacy.
Okay. We have a knockup from Cho'Gath and a silence, and it looks, yep, that's a chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp. Cho'Gath is a hungry boy. Hungry boy.
Lots of action right in a row. So basically, just to recap the entire thing here,
We have another knock up and on the side from volley took up, but nothing else happens. More
um,
recap.
the recap here is basically LDD was able to get a tower dive onto the bot lane of Oof in the bot lane, able to take one tower there while LDD, or excuse me, Oof was able to pick up the Rift Herald and then kill This Is Lugo in the top lane, take the Rift Herald and take two towers in the top lane. However, both mid laners did disperse into the opposite sides of the map here. By Sociocat went bots, he was able to save that tower from falling down for the side of Oof. And then the Zir went top lane and getting a double, or at least a kill up there with the passive of the turret coming in. So we do see the next dragon is going to be what the air one. I don't know what the exact name is
Cloud.
called. Cloud Drake. There it is.
And LDD looks like they are grouping up to try and get that. Looks like they may be wanting to try and force a fight because they're not really going straight for the dragon.
Trying to push in mid lane to get some vision down for the dragon. We do see.
Looks like they're going to start it. But there is a Rafal there, and the rest of the team of Oof is coming on fast. But man, the red team. Oh, there is an ult from Kled, but a counter ult from and the MF ult, and so it looks like this is going to be solidly on the side of Oof.
I thought Kled was not able to be stopped in his ult, but apparently Azir's ult will stop him and push him back.
I think it acts as a physical barrier. So it's kind of like a Nivea wall or something like that. So it's not like a CC necessarily. It's a, I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me. I didn't know that interacted that way. So basically, Kled went in with his ult. Azir stopped the Kled ult with his ultimate, and then from there, they were still able. Violet Sociocat got a good knock up on the Azir, and Misfortune was able to just do damage on everybody.
We have a knock up alley. We have another fight going on in the jungle. Another Cataclysm, and it looks like Cho'Gath is going to go down. 700 bounty gold, or 400 bounty gold. 700 golds to whoever. We still have Alistar going in, and it looks like they're going to get this tower first. Yes, they got the tower, and they're still pushing down the mid lane. Sieging that tower now is Zir getting some great damage off on the Necro guy. And finally, Oof is able to kind of mount some wave clear to get rid of that.
Violet Sociocat with a very greedy back in the enemy jungle. Alistar was able to spot her out with the scanner, and then just able to go in and stop the back, and they were able to burst her down.
And we now have a very even game. Gold is almost identical.
Yeah, gold's just 500 gold apart. However, LDD does have a lot of standing gold, as they've only taken 2 towers versus Oof, who has 5 towers completed.
That's true.
As we say, LDD takes another tower.
It looks like they're going to go immediately after. LDD's going to go straight for the Baron right at 20 minutes. It doesn't look like anyone knows where they are, so they're probably just going to get.
The minions just got 2
There's
towers.
Cho'Gath coming.
LDD.
Cho'Gath was not there in time. Looks like they're going to go straight after, but Cho'Gath is able to. I think she was knocked away by the by the ultimates. No, it's probably for the best.
I think the ultimate of This Is Lugo pushed her away. But
yeah.
LDD, as we mentioned, the towers just got 2 towers for free from the minions, and Oof had no idea the Baron was going even on. So LDD just got Baron for free and 2 towers for free, all because of the wave management from them. So Oof just dropped the ball there with, they had that huge lead with Ali getting caught in the jungle with a greedy back, and then just being able to take a tower mid lane, 2 towers on the side lanes, and then the Baron. All of that was basically for free.
And you saw Violet Sociocat going straight for Baron right there, and she just was not there in time to do any kind of good.
Yeah, and her team was just not ready for the Baron at all. So
great a great pick on the side of LDD. We have a Rakan knockup, but there's and we have some ult going from Azir. Cho'Gath's going in the Kled ultimate. It looks like we have the MF ultimate, and Ali's gonna get caught out. Alistar is definitely gonna be dead. Kled got the kill. But that seems to be it. Meanwhile, in the top lane, this Lugo was pushing, but this Lugo jumped away to escape the Cho'Gath teleport.
Yeah, the teleport coming in just to try and save that tower. As we know, Tristana can take towers pretty quickly. So as we see, this is Lugo again on another 80 carry that's gonna be split pushing for these towers. So Zir tower's gonna be going up mid.
Yeah, especially with the they're doing a 4-1 gank. We have a knock-up from Khan. Cho'Gath is gonna munch on Rafal, but meanwhile, this is Lugo is still just murdering towers.
Yeah, Violet Sociocat has to back here, but we'll see how much damage this is Lugo can get in.
I don't know. I feel like Cho'Gath is coming, but I feel like she might. Yes, look, no, she's backing off.
This Lugo's gonna be backing off from the tower, but again, we're back to that 4-1 with the 80 carry split pushing. As we do
technically, it's top laner.
Oh yeah, technically this game it is a top laner. As we do see another Infernal being spawned here.
That's great. It looks like LDD is well positioned to take that really quickly, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Oof just doesn't have a response for this Lugo. Violet Sociocat, who has most of the gold for the team, has to head to the top lane. As this Lugo's going to be teleporting into the mid lane. Violet Sociocat does not have a teleporter to respond to this. Oh, the dragon does reset though.
But a great smite from the side of Jarvan. Labyrinth 1898. So they're now, looks like they are 4-man pushing. Nope, they're backing. Yeah, 4-man pushing in the mid lane. And this is Lugo backing off to start pushing down bot.
Ooh, do you see the ult?
Oh, we have a Kled ultimate! And we have a 0, but it misses. Necro Guy gets the kill on Rafal. Knock up from Cho'Gath. And we're going to have a... Oof is just tearing down the mid lane, getting kill after kill.
Yeah, the ult just is gonna miss the Kled ult as he's charging in, so the Azir ult's just not gonna stop him this time. As Azir gets picked off, and then JJ Belt unfortunately gets caught in the rupture from Cho'Gath and just deleted with the chomp and the rest of the CC coming out from Oof. So I guess that mistake in the jungle is going to be counteracted here as Oof's pushing in for the inhibitor.
It looks like Ali's going in for a pick, but is probably not going to get it. Oof is playing very safe and backing away.
So we'll see what Oof wants to do here. If they want to either completely push as 5 together for either top lane or bot lane, or if they want to respond to this Tristana. Tristana is bot lane right now.
It looks like they're going to stop some backs here, but no, they don't quite get. Wait, we have Cho'Gath caught out. Oh my god, a Cataclysm from Jarvan. Cho'Gath is doing the best that he can and we have a stun from Alistar, and that is it for Cho'Gath.
Once again, just caught backing in the enemy jungle. Good thing for them though is that there are no objectives up right now for LDD to take, so they're just gonna push these waves out. But that's 2 times in a row where the Cho'Gath has just got caught backing into the enemy jungle and getting picked off. We'll see if LDD wants to keep pushing the top lane though.
We have 3 backs on the side of Oof in the bot jungle, and this is Lugo is probably going to take advantage of that and keep split pushing. It looks like LDD is setting up for Baron, but you have all 5 of Oof heading straight there.
Baron is up. We'll see how they want to take this vision. Oof is in a position to take all of the vision here. As Cho'Gath is the only one who has any red wards here as the vision. the I don't know what it's called. The control wards.
It looks like Oof is starting it, and I don't know that. Uh-oh, it looks like we're gonna have a pause. Somebody has left the game, but they are back. Maybe not. But in the meantime, Oof is going in, or LDD is going in for. Uh, we have an MF ult. Vi gets an ult off on Azir with the kill, and but it looks like LDD just does not have the damage to take down this team, and Oof gets an ace.
Double kill.
It looks like they are going to push with their lane and probably just win the game at this
They're
point.
looking to push for the win. 24 seconds on pretty much everyone on the team, so we'll see if they have enough time to push. It does look like they do with the Kled and the Misfortune coming in. They should be able to end the game here. 10 seconds though on the Azir, so we'll see.
I think even if the other team manages to get up, it's just not enough.
Yeah,
So
GG's
it's
coming out.
good
It looks
game.
like Oof is gonna be taking game 2 here from LDD.
Great.
So yeah, go ahead.
Great 1-to-1 victory for on the side of Oof, matching the wins.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be a split series here with LDD taking game 1 and Oof taking game 2. Um, that was a little bit of a scrappy fight there at the end. So what did you think about the teams here?
I have to say that LDD was playing really well, but their team comp just could not handle the overwhelming force that was the Cho'Gath, the knockups from Cho'Gath, the CC from all the various people, and then so you just had knockups and Vi ults and Necroguy ults, and then just Misfortune is sitting in the back and just pops her ult, and she just takes down a team that way.
Yeah, I just lots of damage coming out, especially from the Misfortune. Let's see who did the most damage. So Misfortune's gonna out damage the Cho'Gath by just over 200. So lots of damage coming out from the Cho'Gath and Misfortune there, as Kled did about half the damage as both of them. So just lots of damage. Unfortunately, Cho'Gath did get caught a couple times in the jungle, in the enemy jungle backing. But at that point, it was too much for Oof, or excuse me, from LDD to come back from that. They just
And
yeah yeah
the strategy for LDD on split push was working really well until Cho got too beefy, and then they just couldn't kill the Cho'Gath, and it was just the split push comp just was no match for just the sheer CC and beefiness of it.
yeah. I mean, basically the, actually I don't even remember what I want to say. um, the game is still very close. Only 2,000 gold difference um, coming in here. So, who would you say is your MVP for this game?
I think it absolutely has to be Violet Cat. Although she did get caught in the jungle a couple of times, her absolute dominance of the mid lane and overall beefiness really allowed the rest of the team to do what they needed to do. And it seemed like she got almost every single knockup, which created so many plays.
I agree. I think Violet Cat was able to do a lot of the damage, but I also want to give a shout out to it's your boy for that 17 out of 20 kill participation coming in. He made a lot of plays coming around into the mid lane, helping out Violet Cat with those ganks, and with securing some of those kills that they were able to get. Um, I kind of don't want to give it to Ali just for those two cots, to Violet Sociocat, just because of those two kills that she gave over to Oof being caught in the enemy jungle. The second time, unfortunately, her team was able to get back, but she backed a little later than they did, so they weren't able to. Um, she wasn't able to be safe. But Violet Suzu Cat obviously played um, out of her mind with the Cho'Gath. This is why Cho'Gath is always banned against her. Um,
So straw poll is now in the stream chat, so you can vote for your pick for MVP for Game 2.
whew, one vote for four different people.
Seriously?
Yeah, right off the bat. Um, so
But Tisha Boy got a second vote. Okay, I have to agree with you that and now we have a tie between Tisha Boy and Violet Session Cat right now. I feel like I'm shot calling the MVP.
yeah, we do want to say that the game one MVP did go over to This Is Lugo. So we'll head down to player interviews in a bit here. Um, as we did see, the gold coming out for Necro Guy and Violet Cat was pretty close, but then This Is Lugo with the Kleptomancy had a lot of gold as well. Um,
Sh- uh,
was able to keep that split push up for just a, if he was able to keep that split push up for just a little bit longer, he might have it might have been too much for Oof to play with there. So
Right now we have a three-way tie. Come on, somebody log in and break the tie. Anybody? Bueller? I don't know how much longer we should give it. Do 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 do. Well, it looks like. All right. We had one more vote come in for Tiz Your Boy. I think we need to call it there. Tiz Your Boy with the MVP Game 2.
oh, I was muted. It's your boy,
Oh.
and sorry. I was like, if we could head down to player of the game one for the after game interviews. It's your boy, and this is Lugo. If you could meet us into player of the game one, please. Thank you. So as we get ready here for player of the game interviews, what was your overall thought about the series here?
I think it was a very well played series by both teams. Uh, LDD showing a strong showing in game one, but Oof just not letting that lie and just gave it back for everything they were worth in game two.
Yeah, we saw a little bit of the Sivir game one was able to catch Oof off guard, and they were able to split push their way to the victory there. They tried the same thing in game two, it just didn't work out as much. I think giving over Violet Scissor Cat that Cho'Gath is just was too much for them, even with those picks coming in. So we have it's your boy coming in here into the group chat with us. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Pretty good. Pretty good, especially at the second game. We had some pretty spicy team fights. Obviously, game one didn't go our way. We definitely underestimated the Silver mid. Um, Fun fact: we knew he was playing it in his Smurf, so it wasn't too didn't catch us off guard too much. But yeah, we definitely underestimated it for sure.
Hmm.
What was going through your head in that first game, playing against uh, that like double spell shield bot lane?
Ooh, yeah. Just engage when they don't have Black Shield and hope for the best.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Honestly, that game they picked really well into. I mean, obviously my Rakan, Ezreal. We all know it. Face shifts away every time something happens. Morgana just enables anybody that I hop on, and Lugo on the Sivir always knows when to press that spell shield. He played really really well.
It looks like this is Lugo. It's already logged off, I guess.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Well, I guess your boy gets to answer all the questions tonight.
That's awesome. Yeah. So what was the chat like after game one that y'all were deciding what to do next, how to counteract uh, LDD's team?
So we know that LED likes to play a lot of champs, and they have a play style that kind of counters the way that we like to play. Um, Obviously, seen in game one, we like to play a little bit aggressive, and their counter engage just kind of ran right through us. Game two, we got rid of the Sivir, got rid of the spell shield, and with Ali in the mid lane, Morgana first pick was a strong possibility, and they got rid of that. From my perspective as a Rakan, kind of enabled us to make more aggressive plays and get away with it, especially with how we drafted with Ali's Cho'Gath, with Vi in the jungle, and Necro Guy on the Kled to really get us in and make plays on our terms.
Yeah, that was one of the things that I mentioned with game one was the spell shields coming in for Sivir and for Morgana. Um, it was pretty much a big counter to a lot of the plays that you guys wanted to do, and it was nice to see you guys ban the Sivir game two. I think that was a really good adjustment into pick and bans. And then it was funny enough that LDD did ban the Morgana themselves. Obviously, on the red side, Morgana is pretty much a almost 100% ban on the red side. So, because if not, I'm sure uh, Violet Cat would have picked it first pick. Um, but overall, I think you guys played really well. Next week, you guys have y'all. Anything planned for next week coming in?
I mean, we'll see. We usually do our planning the week of, but from my perspective, I think hopefully we get Hansu back, Elucida back in a jungle slash mid slash wherever we really want to put him.
Yeah.
Um, Hopefully we get him back. Before that, our team's really starting to click. Um, and I think we can give any team a good run for their money. So yeah, this next week is just going to be focusing on uh, pick ban and strategies that we want to take into it. Obviously, it's getting crunch time now. Uh, Trying to work our way back into playoffs. We can definitely get there, but it's going to take some work.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are only 2 games behind fantastic anime personalities, and then Labby Dabby Doo, who you played tonight. So they're both sitting at 8-8, and then you're going to be at 6-10 here. So um, hopefully over the next couple weeks you can get a few wins and sneak your way into the playoffs.
Right,
Obviously,
and
as a member of Fantastic Anime Personalities, I don't want it to be my team that you knock out, but good luck to you, obviously.
And
it's
as
going to
a,
be really fun these last few weeks, seeing how these games really play out. Because I think we all know for sure who the top 3 or 4 teams will be in the playoff bracket, but the bottom, it's
anyone's game.
gonna be fun to see. It's gonna be fun to watch. Lot of good games.
Yeah, if you look at the standings, teams you have SVT as 8-6 as fourth place, One Trick Ponies 9-7, Uno Truco Dominos, I don't know how to say their name, UTD anyway at 9-7, FAP at 8-8, LDD at 8-8, and then OOF at 6-10. So we'll see how these games come in the future here. But let's see. I don't think there are any other questions. Is there anything else you want to say?
Uh, Me personally, no. It was a well played match. I'm looking forward to these next 3 weeks. and good luck in the playoff runs, or at least getting to them anyway.
Yeah. Good luck to
Yeah.
everybody. So thank you all for tuning in here with us. Again, your streamer and casters were Rob and Scanwian.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
yeah. So we hope you guys enjoyed the game, and hopefully Ganwin and I will cast some more in the future.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not as choppy as it was tonight.
Hopefully, I won't twist over my own words like I did tonight.
Yeah. So anyway, good night to everybody. Happy Easter, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.